whatever. There we go, finally. Hey, look, the thing that only one thing will show up when we know when it's New Line Cinema. There's only one thing. No. We're playing Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Don't worry, the fucking things are supposed to look like that, I assume. That's what I've gathered. Where it's supposed to look doubly like that, like you're fucking needing glasses. But the game will be much sharper when we actually get into the game. Will they? Oh god. Oh yeah, there's an evil mode where you can play as orcs and shit and do some other campaign with that, apparently. Did that save the options? I don't know if it's... Oh yeah, also I want to invert that. We'll see if that stays. Yes, we'll start a new game. This game is really cool. And I've played an amount of this up to a point. I think I remember-ish where it was. I will remember when we get there. I can't remember specifically what's happened before or like where you are in comparison, but anyways, let's start. The game also has like 2 discs, and I have no idea where it's gonna decide for us to need to shift disc and what I'm gonna need to do.
The world of Middle Earth
there we go.
Is changing.
Ian McKellen gets to narrate the entire game pretty much.
Fades.
I think he does a lot of work anyways that is specifically for the game. So just like the Return of the King, he gets to do a bunch of
fire, air,
new
water,
shit.
Who once roamed this earth freely are forgotten. But it was not always so. In Eregion long ago, the elves were given secret knowledge to forge great rings of power. They were precious beyond all else, for within each was bound the strength and will to rule. But they were deceived, for the giver of this knowledge was evil's great servant, Sauron. In the fires of Mordor he forged in secret one ring to rule them all. And with it Sauron enslaved the races of Middle-earth. But not all light diminished, for some stood fast.
Such fucking high quality footage of the movie. 4K version, this is not. There's also some, I don't know if it's because of the emulation or not, but there's some slight audio delay in like the footage and the sound. I'm willing to believe it's simply just because of them trying to just fit it in, that there is some audio delay just innately. Because it's hard to do this, to fit this shit on a GameCube disc.
The ring was cut from Sauron's hand.
Also, this is interesting because I believe there was talks in the beginning of like for the movie's opening narration
Ruler of all
that instead of fuck, I'm blanking on her name. Kate Blanchett, Galadriel being the narrator. It was potentially gonna be Gandalf narrating, which is pretty much what's happening here. So that's pretty cool that we get a thing where that happens, anyways.
The ring escaped him as history became legend. Legend became myth. And things that should not have been forgotten were lost.
Okay. Skip to third movie footage, yeah.
Thus the third age of Middle-earth began. But the realms of man divided, and their great cities weakened. And in this age the evil powers again arise, yet some hoped for unity in the face of the coming darkness. To Rivendell, the elves called the greatest of all races. With them came Boromir, son of Gondor's steward. And there, at the Council of Elves, a great and desperate plan was conceived. Join us in our quest. Face the power of Mordor, and help to turn the tide.
Why did we mention Boromir specifically? Well, because it's relevant.
Welcome, warrior of Gondor. Your road here will not be an easy one. Much will be risked in the war that is to come. But you will justify my trust. This I sense with all my heart.
Stand aside, creature. You are in my way.
Good luck, Bellathor. I'm sure you'll survive this fight. Hiya! Oh no, they're immune to swords. Who would have thought? Oh, double critical. That's funny. Oh yeah. Prepare for incredibly crunchy footage right now.
Return to the shadow, slave of Sauron.
Look at this incredibly crunchy footage. I don't know why this has to be, or where they... Is this a pre-rendered cutscene? In which case, it does not look very pre-rendered, because it's so crunchy. And then back to normal game speed and whatnot.
Grace has been given
Like, could
to
they
me.
not have done that?
Let
Like,
it pass
just
to him.
also
Let him be spared.
fucking
To you I
good
bestow
going
this gift of my
on just
people.
copying
It
word
braces
for
the soul
word
and
what
binds the
Arwen
hearts
did.
of others.
I guess maybe that's just what you
I
need
live
to
because of
say
your
for that to
bravery, my
happen.
lady. What favor might I grant you?
There is no time. Hurry. We must find your equipment and heal your wounds.
There we go. Now we're in control. Now we're in adventure mode. Just means that we... Whatever scenes, Gandalf the Grey speaks to you of events in Middle-earth. View these scenes in the epic scenes section of the menu. Hold on. Arguably the coolest fucking bit in this game. First, let's look at our shit. So we got our stat screen. We got Bellathor here, and we got Idriel. What's significant with these is that in Battle of Middle-earth 2, the custom heroes that you get, there is certain pre-made custom heroes, and Bellathor and Idriel are two of them. There's also another hero, Hodhod, spoiler, who will show up later. He's a dwarf. And then there's a wizard and some like orcs or whatever. I don't know if the orc, I don't even remember the orc names. The wizard definitely don't show up because that would break the world. Because there's only 5 and 2 fucked off. So, but that's cool that these exist. I don't know the significance of that. If it's the same studio that made them, or if they just went fuck it, we'll just grab it. Nor do I remember who came first. I don't know when this game was made, but... Anyways, we go on our stat screen. On the right, we can see our different attributes, or different attacking types, and what we're weak or strong against. On our stat, we got strength, spirit, constitution, speed, and dexterity. We'll be able to see when we level up what each thing does, but strength is basically damage. Spirit is magic damage and AP, which is basically MP. Constitution, which is health and magic defense. Speed, which is physical defense and speed as normal, like in turn order and whatnot. And dexterity is hit chance. That's it. It's just hit chance. And then we got armor, which is just, you know, normal defense stat. With that. And then we got our equipment and whatnot. That's not super relevant now. Do we have any items? We have 0 items. So we got skills. Now, so each person will have 2 sets of active skills. Or like active skill in terms of like a skill tree. Which will be like typically a sword craft or like their weapon of choice craft. So Barathor has swords, so he starts with Guardian Strike, which is just a stronger basic attack. And then how this works is that we can see the line here and where it goes, and you basically need to use your abilities X amount of times in order for the next ability to be unlocked. So I need to use Guardian Strike 5 times to unlock Orcbane, which is kind of the same attack, but does more damage to orcs if you're targeting an orc with them. And then when we go past that, we get to pick one of the 2 that is next. And here they have different amount of times you need to use abilities in order to get to it. And they will differ, like each character I think will, when it differs, will have like a different kind of like build, let's call it. So Barathor, for example, has the ability to taunt. Like Barathor is kind of your tank-ish. So he gets an ability like to either lower armor or do an auto counter. Strike twice, or what's that? It causes more damage to all types of Urukai than regular melee attack. Okay, just or kill Urukai. And like defensive strike cannot be countered or attack 3 times, like you have offensive or defensive type ability and whatnot. Then he's got leadership, which would be unique to him specifically, I think. I don't think characters share things they do. They might to some degree. Also, what are we referring to? Oh, might. Temporarily has the strength of your party, so each does more damage. Yeah. So we got started with company might. It's a party-wide strength up, so just damage up. And we need to use the add 5 times in order to get company valor, which increases dexterity, so hit chance. Constitution, I guess they get temporary max HP, as well as magic defense. And speed. Oh, there we go. Okay, no, it's just wait, hold on. Yeah, speed. Upping accuracy, HPs, and melee defense. Well, also if you're up in Constitution, then it also increases magic defense game, not just HP. Don't try and sell me short on what I actually get. But yeah, and then you get to choose different things as you go along. And the how they look will differ from each character, like they won't be the same. And then you have your passives. How do I actually level up passives in this game? I don't actually have. Okay, increases Berthor's strength, which improves his melee damage. What do I need to get hit 10 times in order to get this? I don't actually know how passives work, or how to level them up or get them, but I guess you just get them after a certain point. And then there's perfect mode, which I think is shared for everyone, which is your special attack. There's a gauge at the side. in battle that fills up whenever you take damage, do random shit. And when that's full, you get to do a special attack that you have selected. I guess you can, when you've learned different ones, you can select one per character, maybe, so that each person has different ones, so that not everyone has the same. But for now, everyone will have arrow volley, which is just attack all enemies and deal heavy damage to all enemies, kind of. And so you get different ones as you go on. I'm gonna assume these are unlocked through special means, because there is no like use them X amount of times to get them. So yeah, for Adriel, it's the same. For her though, it's different, because she, if we're looking at her stats, she starts with very low strength and constitution, so she has very low damage, quote unquote very low damage, and HP, but she has very high speed, dexterity, and spirit, because she has a little thing called Loud Water Fury. So you remember the water horses that Arwen, quote unquote, summoned forth? Yeah, Adriel can kind of shoot a water horse onto an enemy, and like in that little cutscene, the crunchy ass cutscene, and deal heavy damage. And so that is magic damage. So she wants to do magic damage shit. But she also has sword strikes. But since she doesn't innately have a lot of strength and won't get as much strength as, you know, spirit, so you get two choices. You can either lower strength for an enemy, or you can cause bleed, which to up damage, to have her damage be like to compensate, I feel like wounding strike, because you get to choose now between these two. I think wounding strike is a better one to learn, so that she has some kind of offensive capabilities that isn't just magic, if need be. So for example, like allows her to attack twice or delay an enemy's turn. I feel like attacking twice, since she doesn't do that much damage compared to anyone else, would be a waste when she could potentially delay an enemy instead, alongside with dealing damage, because it's still an attack. So I feel like that would be better. So you get to pick and choose whichever like you want to do when you see the, and like how you want to build the characters. Alongside with when you level up, you get, maybe it goes higher later, but you start with getting 2 points that you can distribute to whichever stat you want whenever they level up. So yeah, and then we get quests and whatnot. But now let's go to scenes. So we saw this was the beginning cutscene. There's 109 of these fucking scenes where Gandalf gets to talk to us, unless there's more than just him. But yeah, so we get to hear a lot of narration from him, which is very cool.
Yes, my friend, I have marked you upon the long road from Minas Tirith. You come to Rivendell at the bidding of Lord Denethor. Your great captain, Boromir, has been summoned north, and you ride in his shadow. Yet others are aware of his mission, for a great evil has arisen in the east that threatens all of Middle-earth. A sinister force has been sent in pursuit of your lord. But now it has found you. Idril is one of the elves of Middle-earth. They are a departing race, leaving these shores. For years beyond count, they lived in harmony with this world, awed by its wonders. This elf is a warrior among her kind. Do not underestimate them. Many have lived thousands of years, and possess wisdom and ability far beyond that of mortal men. And now one of their kind has smiled upon you.
How fortunate. I think it saved all of the... yeah. We can even choose if we... I don't know, can I... I wonder if I can do that whenever I feel like it. Change down to like easy. You can even also just change up to hard. If it looks like you can just change your difficulty whenever the fuck you feel like it. Which is curious. If that is actually how this works. But anyway, let's begin exploring. Yes. We get our chest, then we pick up a piece of equipment, which is a shield. And then we can see if we press Y, quote unquote, we get to see what they do. And this will just give us more armor, so more defense. And as we equip shit, it will be visible on our characters, which is very cool. I love when games do that. Because that means we can see progress in our equipment. So we can see our little orb in the top left. Sometimes this will indicate. This will also change that icon in the top. It will indicate when it becomes it will clear or become more like solid. Let's call it. It will become more solid, and when it becomes as most, then an enemy encounter will happen. Sometimes there are scripted fights that you will fight, so then you'll see if you go forward, it will become more solid, and if you go back, it will become more clear until it disappears. But if there's also random encounters, in which case you will just walk around and then you will see it appear, and then no matter which direction you go in, you'll see it like become more solid because it's just, you get to see when a fight is about to happen. Here's our first fight against our normal orc sword warrior. So let's use some of our abilities. Let's use our fluid strike. And taunt doesn't actually give us any points to this, so I will not be using that. Slap. I can't believe you didn't die. Slap. Double. So this game has crits, and it seemingly also has, as was there, double crits. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, I don't know what calculation goes for a crit. Like, is it double damage in case, or in which case, what the fuck is a double crit? Is it 4 times damage? Unsure. The action points is MP. You can use Lemba spread in order to restore that. Which fucking direction do we go now? This way, because this has treasure and nothing else, question mark? No, it's the way forward, but we can go here anyways, but we need to go back. Now we got 2 enemies. Kill! Except there's no way you can kill him because you're way too fucking weak. Oh, you have 1 AP away from being able to do a healing. Kill! No, because you're too weak. Slap. Oh, did I just pick up like normal shit? And also, yeah, when you level up, you regain everything. So it's that good level up. Yeah, Lambus increases some HP, and then we got End Draft Vial, restores greater health. Yes, we've leveled up, so we can pick our stats. Like for him, I'm unsure what I want really, because I mean, he is like, he has the ability to taunt, so he should be able to take some hits. So I think leveling up Constitution first is a good choice. And then for her, we'll probably not put any points into Strength and Constitution at any point. She will get points in there as she levels up anyways. But Dexterity, I mean, that's hit chance, so that's always good. But she will probably want Speed and like Spirit mostly. Since she also is the only one so far that can like heal with abilities, we probably do want a lot of AP so that she can, you know, not run out of healing capabilities. So let's just pump 2 points into Spirit, I guess. Yes, let's go back. No, that's actually the wrong way. You should also be inverted. There we fucking go. That's how that works. First Age, Galadrim, Spirit, Awarding Pendant. And we got King's Foil. King's Foil is our HP potion thing, restore some health. And then we got equipment for her specifically, which is this pendant, which gives us a lot of things. It gives us +2 strength, +4 dex, +3 speed, and +1 in constitution. And gets us resistance to fire, alongside with 7 armor. Fucking insane. Also, each equipment will have stars, so you can kind of tell in general how good a thing is. Which means, hold on. Yeah, so now we are stout in fire as well. Before she was weak to fire. But I don't think it really matters, because we're not gonna stumble upon anyone that uses fire for a little bit anyways. Yeah.
I heard a voice. On the road.
Yes, I know.
Who could it?
Patience.
I'm looking for Boromir of Gondor. Have you seen him?
No. But I do see orcs ahead.
So one thing to note with these models is that the face is very stout. They don't move a lot. It would just be like, you guys like don't, but I mean, when you have to make realistic faces on like PS2s, GameCubes and whatnot, it can be hard to like have them be animated, I feel. Maybe. Or it just wasn't a priority. That's also a good possibility. You're gone. Ow. Even though his shield was right in the way, it somehow still ended up right in his fucking stomach, which is still there. Now it disappeared, okay. Also, she killed that guy, I'm fucking amazed. There we go, we learned Orcbane. You will not miss when you've leveled up. It will be clear as fucking day when you level up. Rightio. So, yeah, we would like AP, but he still gets AP. So I think for him we want like strength and constitution, and then like a moderate amount of speed probably. I don't know how like the hit chances in this game works, like how egregious they may or may not end up being. So I don't know how much to prioritize dexterity, but we'll see, obviously. But I think for him, it's going to be strength and constitution and then like a little bit of speed to not have him be the slowest person ever. But I think for now, we'll just go with that. And for her, we'll just do that. I won't be putting too much points into dexterity, but she will be getting spirit and speed mostly. Maybe an amount of, well, hold on. Well, that's melee damage. That's not what she's gonna use most. I say, actually. I don't actually know. But let's go with spirit for now. Let's check on her, like, later skills. So swordcrafts. 15 uses 4 wounding strike, yes, stunning strike, distance strike. She doesn't have that many melee skills. I also, when she gets that one, it's 3 strikes. So getting the 2 strikes seems a bit, well, for later on, obviously, that's quite a while later. It seems a bit redundant. Let's see. So in terms of magic attacks, she has this one. She's got drain action points from an enemy. I don't know if that, I don't think that does damage. Aura of the Valor. No. Cleanse Shadow removes all negative effects from a party member. Power of the Valor, Valinor Endurance. Says Cleansing Waters. Water Stallion is an attack. Okay, so she doesn't actually have that many. She only has Lava Water Fury to deal water damage. Which means, well, she gets AP from it, which is very good. But then maybe she should also get some strength. So focus on spirit, speed, and then some strength, probably. Is what she wants, so that she can have some actual fucking damage with her actual damaging abilities. Okay, so she has 2 on this. What the fuck do you have? 2 as well? How? I don't know how you're getting these, but you're getting it somehow. Okay, well, you got that, so now we get to choose. So Shattering Strike, a melee attack that lowers the armor value of an enemy, so make them take more damage. Or we get Counter Attack, which takes longer to get. Gives Bellathor a chance to automatically counter attack a foe who attacks him. Now, I read this. Did you just say gives him a chance to automatically counter attack? That sounds like it could be not good. Is it not just a strict counter? There's a chance he just won't? Some I feel like Shattering Strike is probably better to just directly lower defense than fucking guarding. Hold on. Is there... Double attack. Allows Bellathor to take 2 extra actions in his turn. Wow. What a passive. Holy shit. That sure sounds like a D&D level 20 type of fucking ability. Jesus. Chance to automatically dodge an enemy attack. I feel like that's already a thing that's happening, but... But, okay, he allows him to strike twice. Targets Urukai's. Defensive strike cannot be countered. Or Ithalian Wrath that allows him to strike 3 times. Cannot be countered. I mean, yet again, I don't know how many times we'll run into something that can counter you. Targeted strike ignores enemy armor. Fuck me. Or stunning strike delays an enemy next attack. feel like ignores armor is pretty strong. Fuck yeah, it allows him to strike 5 times. Holy shit. This guy is insane. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but I think Shattering Strike probably. Powerful attack, attacks orcs, lowers armor, or counterattack. It's a good question. Now you know what? Let's think tactical and regret our choices later. For now, let's use leadership skills, and with her, we'll still use the sword attacks. Also, you can potentially see, if we go a bit further, if you look up. Oh, will it not be there anymore? I think it changed. No, okay. There might be like some visual glitches happening at times, which is not unsurprising. No, wait. which is unsurprising, which is not surprising. There we go. That's how that works.
Inside Gondorian, your wounds must be healed.
Weapons. Provisions. The elves are very resourceful.
Long have we kept such way stations for times of great need.
I am Berethor, captain of the Citadel Guard of Gondor.
And I am Idriel. I serve Galadriel, Lady of Light. Take what you need, and let us be on our way.
Gain experience and quest complete. Jesus. Lamb's bread. Pauldrons. King's foil leaves. Leaves of Lembas simply means that it affects the entire party. Leaf of Old Toby. At least I believe that was what it was. So King's foil restores some HP. King's foil leaves restores some HP to the party. Yeah, leaves of Lembas, action points to the party. Lembas, action points. Yeah. Leaf of Old Toby, health and action points. Long bottom leaf is greater action points. Slime of Orthanc reduces slashing damage. Very cool. Okay, you got stuff. You got pauldrons, which is just better than what you had. And you did not get any. That was all the things in here? Question mark? Yes.
Creban spies! My caravan is in danger!
Those crows seem guided by some fell purpose.
It is the hand of Isengard. The White Wizard has betrayed us. Hurry!
Jesus, you guys are booking it real fast. Calm the fuck down.
The elves forsake Middle-earth, never to return. Some of them shall briefly shelter at Rivendell. But evil grows strong in the Tower of Orthanc. For one of my kind now serves the enemy. Saruman the White has embraced madness and rages against this land. He covets greater power than you can imagine. I have learned firsthand of Saruman's audacity. Your sword is much needed here.
Fucking kill that bitch. Oh. The fucker's trying to hide chests from me. Cannot believe them. The audacity. Now another room full of shit. A tiara. And craft, and that was everything. So she got a thing. Did she have anything before? Nope. Congrats, you got headgear now. What's around this corner? Fucking nothing. Alright, have a good night.
Orcs are amongst them.
There are too many. They have no chance.
Help me defend them.
Nice, just thunk right into his stomach. Look at that fucker just waving that flag everywhere. He's a proud banner carrier, that one. Company might. Boost attack. Grrr. Yell as much as you can. Curse of Orthanc. I don't know what that does. I really don't. You can push Y to see like what like things like affect you and whatnot, but like I have no fucking idea what it is. It just says it's a debuff. No idea what it is. It's just there. Kill the fucking captain then. Smack. Load of damage there. Ow. Ow. Douches. Okay, and now it's time for him. We gotta work Bane, but well, we can't just do this over and over again. We can, but there's no purpose. So let's use Orc Bane and kill this fucker. Maybe. Smack! Not quite. Murder crows! Ow. You missed. You suck. Yeah, we're gonna keep using this. Smack! Oh, I missed. Oh, you suck, Idril. More burn. Ow. Oh no! Please hit him. Thank you. Didn't kill. I can't believe it. Oh no, it's her again? Yeah, sure. Make sure to kill him. Thanks. Smack! There we go. And smack you really quickly. She is a master at cutting off people's knees, apparently. Almost leveled up. Alright, we got a third age steel Ithilien longsword. And an elven gold plated fold.
They will trouble you no longer.
Off-screen sword sheathing, because we can't animate that shit.
It is nothing. Hasten to Rivendell. I have cleared the road for you.
I am grateful, but you must return now to the passes. We saw evidence of recent battle there.
Come, Gondorian. Some may still survive.
Come, Gondalorian. Level up. The power of Galadriel.
With every elf that sails across the Western Sea, Middle-earth is diminished. Some travel far from the heart of Elvendom on Earth, realm of the Lord Celeborn. Those you met are all that remain of a group that crossed these mountains. They make for the harbor, to the Grey Havens, and then beyond the White Towers, far beyond. But the gift of the elves is their ability to shape the unseen world. Lothlorien is defended by one of the wisest and most wonderful of these ancient beings. She has the ability to see far and peer deep into the soul of others.
I wonder, is there a tutorial? No. Because I want to check. Because with like... Because when you complete quests, it said like, yeah, Berthor gets experience, but not Idriel. So I'm wondering like, if I can shift... Because on the... when you're walking around, you can shift who you are. And I wonder if that changes who gets the experience. Yeah, we get +1 dex, otherwise it's the... Oh, you also get just more damage. Very nice. Leather pants worn by elves under the traveling coats or jerkins. Or we can get fucking 8 armor to 34. Get +2 dex, so vulnerable against blunt. Vulnerable against slash and pierce, but resistant to blunt, resistant to pierce, which just simply means that we take away one vulnerability and shift them around, which is fucking worth it, honestly. Also, dude, yeah, her fucking armor goes sky high. Like, Jesus fuck. Wait, so I can do this, which means that I guess she will gain the experience instead. If I complete quests. Ent bark. Good question. What is that? Increases armor value. Huh. Surprise battle. Wildman appears. Smack. You missed. Slap. You can always change weapon, okay. Heal. And crits. There we go. 1 out of 3 warbands defeated. So there's a little side quest we got. But I also wanted to say, like, Berthor so far, like, in the story, he seems very, like, he seems a bit out of it. And, like, in over his head. Like he hasn't seen anything before. Which is a little funny. Okay, so now she's got shit, so now we can do this. Target the weak one first, I guess. No, I can't use that. I wonder, so him using Lembas does not give him back much, but she using Lembas gives back quite a bit. What is that? How is that decided, I wonder? Is it based on how much spirit someone has, they give someone more? It might be. That's funny. Double critical, damn. And you're dead. Yeah, I was correct in not using any items. Defy Shadow Vial. Or Defy Shadow Vial. Elf Medicine. I'm very curious to see what these do. Elf Medicine. Revives a knocked out character. Okay, so that's a revive. Short duration resist to Shadow Spirit Power. Okay, one more to get Wounding Strike. Increase one party member's rate of attack for the remainder of the battle. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Increase the one party member's rate of attack for the remainder of the battle? Damn. A permanent ability? Jesus fuck. Time to fuck you up, bitches. Wounding Strike learned. Oops, that was the wrong target actually. But I guess it's fine. Should double up, even though it's unnecessary, just so I can get company valor. There we go. Nice. Oh no, you missed. There you go. So close. Yeah, there we go. When you complete a quest, it's dependent on who you have selected out at that point in time. So it does change stuff a bit, so you kind of do want to shift between your people. So as to divvy up who gets the experience. All right. Countermeter. Some areas the Eye of Sauron will appear as your chance to fighting a battle grows. Yeah, that's it. That's. And in that case, it was like the thing is that there will be certain like areas that is the case, and then when you step out of that area, it goes away. You missed. You missed as well. Oh wow. You see, we're in this little passage. There's a chance that you'll have an iron battle, but as you pass that, at a certain point, they will stop giving you ones. Wow. Oh, no treasure. Oh. I will be right back. And we're back. Alright. Let's push on. Looking a bit like, are you holding a sword at the moment, Barathor? But yes, he is. Okay, this is just a random battle. Might as well trigger it, I said. Just going to say, okay.
A man, badly wounded.
Wait for the wargs to approach.
They'll kill him. Hold on!
Hello, lovelies.
You live?
No thanks to you. Can't you see I was hunting them?
No.
You want to use the crows? Lure the wargs in close. They kill faster that way.
You were of the Dunedain.
At your service, lady. You meant to help me, so perhaps you may.
Perhaps you should finish off the rest of the pack first.
We got our next party member, Elaghost, who is a ranger. We don't get to use him yet. I guess I can heal him. Oh, Dunedain of Arnor. Alright. So he has a bow. Should we have ranger crafts? We got aimed shot. Powerful range attack. Hold on. Use a spirit power skill to aid or attack. That means that requires spirit to do more damage. Bow skill, so that's more. That's strength. Creature bane. Range attack with greater damage to animals. Also, these cost so much fucking AP. 50 to 40. Examine, inspect an enemy more closely. Starving lesser warg. Okay. Well, we could see exactly what they go. So pierce is fragile. That means that it will take more damage from his arrows, I imagine. I guess that doesn't cost anything to do that. But I might as well use this as well. Getting party members. You may gain new companions over the course of your travels. Press something to review details about your party members, right? The Dunedain.
This realm is far more dangerous than you can imagine, Bellathor. The elves guard their ancient ruins and patrol these hills, but their numbers dwindle. The only other force able to offer resistance is a small band of Dunedain rangers. They are the survivors of a fallen kingdom, yet still silently defend these lands. For now, huge wars roam the countryside. They will slay many who are innocent of the danger, unless you lend the Rangers your aid.
Alright. Oh wow. Weak to splash, very weak to pierce, weak to shadow. Stout to blunt air and earth. Okay, very little armor. So I guess for him, because his shit costs a lot of AP, so we kind of want spirit. Plus also, his aim shot is a spirit attack. So if we want that to do more damage, we need to upgrade spirit. And bowcraft is strength, so we want strength and spirit to go up. Con is probably just gonna naturally be lower. So strength and spirits mainly, and then but like dexterity or, but obviously we want speed because we want them to be able to act relatively frequently. But I would also like him to hit in general, so Alright, so he should have strength, constitution, secondarily speed. Strength and spirit, secondarily speed. And spirit and speed, secondarily strength. Although I say that, well, actually, so that is the thing then. I just think, can I learn them... Can I learn all the abilities actually, and I can just then shift which one I have? I think that might have been what you're able to do. Grants party immunity to all stunning effects for the full duration of fight. Oh my god. Restores the action points of your group by a small amount each round. Damn, but do that. Okay. Yeah, I forget that. You don't actually pick one. You can get both. You can only just equip one for the time being. But it's already going for that one, so. Yeah. Yeah, you do get to pick like both. Okay, well then my previous theory was completely inaccurate. You can just have all of it. It just depends on how you just don't necessarily need to do so. You can select a different thing first. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then I wonder if her doing spirit, if her abilities like have a greater effect somehow, or at least where it can happen. Cause that makes me question what she should have. I mean. No, we'll see. It might not be that, like, dire. Glowing palantir will appear as you approach enemies. Make sure your party is prepared for the upcoming battle. Gorgoroth Ash. Do some piercing damage. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that the palantir is for scripted events. Yeah, Sauron is for random battles whenever you enter like a zone that have them. Works. Use up all the AP we can. Perfect mode. Doing damage to enemies will fill your party's momentum meter over time. When the momentum meter is full, your party enters perfect mode and can unleash a more powerful attack. Go. Go back. That cave had something. Probably want to focus on spirit points with him because he needs more MP and will do more damage with his attacks. Or at least attack. Is that one word? Yay. And this is where I was.
What brings you to this place, Ranger?
I will tell you. First, we must make our way to one of the elves' healing altars.
Okay. That was a very short little scene there. blunt damage. And you got a thing. You got a ring. +1 dex, +3 spirit. Resistant to air. And it gives you 1 armor. Murder him. Phew. Sick.
I
Okay.
see you have found our campsite.
Oh.
And yes, we did shelter here from Saruman, but to no avail. His spies spotted us miles away. But we pressed on, forsaking the easy southern route for a more dangerous passage over the mountains. But the White Wizard held other plans, and that route was denied us. Know this, Gondorian. We are not far ahead of your brave company.
On 170 experience extra, yeah. You are nonetheless behind levels. Okay. Two there then. Yeah, we save here, but you said healing altars. Is this not it, maybe? It must be, because everyone's back to full now. So leadership only 1. Oh, for the ranged crafts, it's only 4 more. Should probably focus on that then. 1 spirit. 5 slash. So she should probably just like use 1 more cure and then like hit dudes 5 more times with sword. You should use your leadership once. Gives 2 allies an immediate free action against a single target. That's a good one to get immediately. Party. Party takes 25% less damage from spirits or spirit enhanced attacks. Yeah, this one, because both are 20. I think that one's better than. Here, you just heal 4-0. Yeah, save points fully heal you. Let's see. Let's look into this first. So yep. No, walk home. Is more an immediate interest. Alright. We're going to end it there, and then we shall continue our off-screen adventures in the next stream.